President Donald Trump, he spent the first month of his second term on an extraordinary mission, dismantling the global system the United States spent the last 80 years building. When Donald Trump won last year's election, there was a sense among some Western diplomats in Washington that their government knew how to handle a president who in his first term gained a reputation for being unpredictable and erratic. Within Trump's first 50 days in office, he has already stirred up more uncertainty in the global economy and financial markets compared to any other president in history. It's fair to say that the world underestimated just how disruptive a Trump 2.0 presidency would be. Fast forward 7 weeks since President Donald Trump's inauguration to the present day, and the word on everyone's lips is stagflation. The combination of a global economic slowdown and a resurgence in inflation. Concerns over stagflation, they have come as President Donald Trump, he seems determined to slap tariffs on virtually anything that comes in the country. At the same time that multiple indicators, they're pointing to a pullback in activity. There are no prizes for guessing that the precious metals like gold, silver, platinum, palladium, they tend to be the big winners in inflationary environments. Almost by definition, when inflation accelerates, so does the price of precious metals. Interestingly, this month, Google searches for the term stagflation, they have surged by over 250%. You only have to look at the markets to realize that traders, they have begun pricing in the dual threat of a resurgence in inflation and slower growth by dumping high-risk assets such as equities, the US dollar, and cryptocurrencies, and in return piling into gold at one of the fastest paces since the global financial crisis in 2008. In fact, the current state of the market, that can be summarized as US equities, they are now officially in corrective territory. Cryptocurrencies, they have lost more than $1 trillion in market capitalization in the last month. Traders are now pricing in a recession by the second half of 2025. Meanwhile, gold prices, they're up over 50% in the last 13 months. Data shows that 1 in 3 people, they have now turned to precious metals to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets right now. President Donald Trump's tariffs, they threaten to ignite a new era of trade wars and global uncertainty. Historically, there has always been a positive correlation between tariffs and precious metal prices moving higher. The longer that tariffs go on, the more this is going to disrupt global trade and ultimately fuel inflation. Another major catalyst is central banks around the world. They continue to accumulate gold at a record-setting pace as they aggressively diversify away from the US dollar. Our proprietary data, tracked by our research team, that shows that central banks, they bought more than 1,000 tons of gold last year for the third consecutive year in a row. That trend is expected to accelerate into 2025 as central banks, they continue to turn to gold as a hedge against inflation, currency instability, and geopolitical risks. And it's not just central banks. Right now, the world is experiencing a run on physical gold like we've never seen before. Interestingly, the US is leading the pack and gobbling up vast quantities of available gold internationally, which could ultimately lead to a shortage and drive up prices. Since President Trump's inauguration, traders and financial institutions, they have been amassing stockpiles of gold in COMEX, the New York Commodity Exchange. In return, America's new gold rush that has drained commercial vaults in London, Switzerland, and Singapore. Let's not forget ballooning US debt, uncontrollable government borrowing, which in itself is yet another major catalyst fueling a global rush for gold, making allocation for precious metals in a diversified portfolio an essential necessity. The total US deficit, that is projected to remain roughly unchanged at $1.9 trillion or 6.4% of GDP in 2025. The US deficit, that would likely grow even larger if President Trump extends his previous tax cuts and introduces new reductions. There is also a risk that tariffs and higher than expected interest rates, they may slow the economy and drive deficits much higher than the US Congressional Budget Office currently estimates. And last but definitely not least, incoming trade wars, tit-for-tat tariffs, and protectionist policies forcing countries around the world to prioritize their national interest over the global good. This is one of the most inflationary factors of all that is guaranteed to keep precious metal demand elevated and continue to drive prices a lot higher from the current levels. Gold is not the only precious metal delivering massive returns. Silver Silver has been on a huge run over the past year, rallying from just under $20 an ounce to rocket above $33.50 an ounce just last month, hitting its highest level in more than 12 years. Now, silver's stealth bull run, that has come out of hiding. There's no denying that precious metals, they're capturing the world's attention like never before. The last time silver prices they broke above $33 an ounce, the precious metal went on to trade to $50 an ounce in the very same year. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear. The case for precious metals in a well-diversified portfolio, that has never been more obvious than it is right now. Any substantial pullbacks, they should be viewed as buying opportunities because prices won't stay low for long. A number of the world's largest commodity trading firms, they have declared making multi-billions in dollars in profits from commodities, and we're still only in the first quarter of 2025. In fact, with everything that is currently happening on the global macro front, 2025, it is now officially on track to be one of the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable years in our 15-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns so far this year, and we're only at the beginning of March. Extraordinary times, they create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, as traders, we are living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever in history. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you are looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make 2025 your biggest and best yet, which, based on our research, it is going to be another blockbuster year due to all the macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have transparently documented through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000. If you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach, they have already made in excess of 6, 7, 8-figure returns, and we're not even a quarter of the way through the year. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, but you still want to make 2025 your best ever, go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Investing in yourself, it is the best investment you will ever make. Make investing in yourself a priority because nobody else is going to do that for you. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. So firstly, we've actually taken the opportunity here on Monday to bank on the breakout that we had earlier on in the day with Palladium to scale out another 500 points on this market. As you know, we've been building into this position at the swing lows here. Every single Palladium position that we have in the portfolio, which is half a dozen trades, they're all in profit. And very simply, on each of the pumps that we've seen over the last week, we're taking the opportunity to scale out, banking into strength. Palladium is currently up 4% so far this month. Meanwhile, tech stocks, S&P 500 are having an absolute meltdown. We've got gold that almost broke back above the all-time record highs again just last week. As you know, we remain long gold, we remain long palladium, we remain long silver, we remain long platinum. These markets are all holding up extremely well whilst the stock markets are continuing to tank. So if we have a look at this, for example, S&P 500 is now down 5% in the first 10 days of March 2025. It's kicking off the week here down over 1%, breaking below the prior swing lows. You've got the same situation here for tech stocks as well. Nasdaq is currently down 6% for the month, down almost 2% on the week, whereas markets like palladium, platinum, gold, and silver, they are offering regular opportunities here to benefit from the market volatility that we're seeing at the moment, which we see as nothing more than further confirming that we are in the golden age of trading, which is also being referred to as a kangaroo market. You've got a bear market, a bull market, but a kangaroo market is where, of course, you're just going to see the price action rotate from the swing lows to the swing highs, rinse and repeat, buy low, sell high, You know how it goes. This is exactly how you want to trade these markets right now. Now, the other markets to be aware of at the moment, where there's been some nice quick opportunities to get in right at the lows here on WTI crude oil, taking advantage of a break back down towards the price swing lows. In fact, we were already banking profits here on Friday on the pump that we got to the upside, 250 points profit from our lowest entry here on WTI crude oil. That's been also a great opportunity to capitalize on the recent swing lows. Furthermore, the dollar index, we've taken the opportunity to bank a windfall amount of profit now last week with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. So we had 6 trades remaining on this market, each of those positions banking over 400 points profit. In fact, in total, out of 6 trades that we remained in our sell short on with the dollar, we've now banked 2,500 points profit and closed the sell short that we had on the dollar from the spike high that we got at the end of January. So again, it has been a massive week here at the Gold and Silver Club, and I congratulate all of you who have also been able to capitalize on this recent volatility and absolutely smash it over the last week. And of course, whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and cutting edge artificial intelligence insights to make confident decisions with accuracy and precision. There's a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis, gimmicky technical indicators that don't work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of that bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, artificial intelligence-driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort. You'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they will not work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive, data-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks and hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds, where they're buying and selling in real time, further compound that with the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision. Furthermore, utilize the fundamentals, macroeconomics, capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles and intermarket correlations. Then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we're in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that we have seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on these huge money-making opportunities, build significant, life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders, take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application. We will get in touch ASAP.